In the previous video, we learned how to plan a trip and how to identify to which place to visit. Well, Google suggestions and travel blogs can suggest something that when you visit it is not what you were expecting. Before to continue, I will share my experience according to the suggested place from internet. The first thing that you need to know is that Boston is a small town, and from my point of view, you can know it in short time. Hello everybody to EveTripsBBB. Bueno, bonito y barato. Before to continue, I would like to give greetings to people who is watching from Canada that have been suggested this video. And I will also share a couple of tips from Canada to Boston. And don't forget to give a like to the video. That motivates me to create more videos. Did you know that Boston is one of the oldest cities of the United States? I will give my opinion about the places that I have been. And I will divide the tour plan in 6 different areas. Cambridge, downtown Boston, Copley area, Seaport area, Charlestown, and outside. Boston Common and Public Garden, they are at the same place. It's a big park and you can walk around. It is really nice. Look for the ducks and for the tulips. Sometimes you can find fun activities around there. Score 10 of 10. Boston Tea Party Chips and Museum. I haven't been in this place and honestly it doesn't call my attention. But the museum doesn't look that good. I have asked about it and people say the same. But I understand it's really famous for the history when American colonists frustrated and angry at Britons for imposing taxation without representation, dumped 342 chests of tea. The event was the first major act of defiance to British rule over the colonies. Score doesn't apply. New England Aquarium. It is very small aquarium. It doesn't have so much to see. And the only really cool thing are the penguins. For that, my score is 4 of 10. Did you know that Boston built America's first sidewalk in 1897? And after that, they decided to do no more maintenance. Nah, I'm kidding. But the status of the sidewalks is really bad. Freedom Trail. The truth about this place is just walk around the city and you are going to find different history points, but walking around without a guide tour, it doesn't have so much sense. It is not that expensive, but if you really don't want to pay them, you can just attach to the group and give them a tip. The tour is around 18. My score is 7 of 10. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, this is a great opportunity to do it. That way you can be notified when I publish a new video. USS Constitution Museum and Paul Revere House. No offers allowed to see and they had a fee to enter. It's not a worthy experience. Score 3 of 10. Fainor Hall Marketplace. It's part of the downtown. It has a nice vibes and my favorite time to visit it is in December. Score 6 of 10. North End. It's just outside the common Boston. It's just walk around the neighborhood. It is nice to see all architectures. Score 6 of 10. That tour Boston is a pretty cool experience. It's really fun and different and shows you Boston with a different perspective. You can only appreciate it in both. And they also allow you to drive it. Score 10 of 10. Did you know that the first Dunkin' Donuts was located near to Boston? City View Hop On, Hop Off trolley. It is not worth it to pay for it because Boston is a small place. You can walk around perfectly. Score 4 of 10 because they offer you interest fast. Cruise is really worth it to take any cruise and see the sunset. The view from Boston is super nice and the sunset is worthless. It's spectacular. Score 11 of 10. Bosch Center 1 Theater. It's so beautiful, but I won't pay to see it. It's a place for events and you are not going to see more than the architecture. It is a small place. Score 5 of 10. Harvard is definitely a must to see, but there is not so much you can do around there. You can pay a tour guide, but I didn't like so much the experience. My score is 5 of 10. MIT is a great place to visit. The architecture is just stunning and you can just enter to the place without any inconvenience. Score 7 of 10. Did you know that it is important to drive with caution? Driving in Boston can be very stressful. You need to drive in defensive mode because there are a lot of imprudent drivers. Lego Store is a place for all ages. If you have a child, you can enter without any inconvenience. But if you don't, you need to wait until the Wednesday that opens for only adults. That experience is really interesting. It has a great Lego structure. They have activities for adults. You can also build your own car and put it on a competition. You can also ride a Lego Happy Potter experience activity to do. Score 8 of of 10. Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, Core Wall. Like I mentioned before, Boston is really small, so probably you will see when this mural scored 5 of 10. Taking advantage that we are talking about murals, I will speak about one of my favorite places in Boston. It is the Inn Block. I don't see anywhere where they suggest this place, but it's really cool. You can have a lot of fun taking pictures and it changes often. It scored 7 of 10. Seaport Boulevard has a really nice area and it has a pretty cool statues. For sure, you will see them when you walk around there. It scored 7 of 10. South Boston Waterfront is definitely worth it to see it. It is in the Boston area and you can walk around. It's really beautiful. It scored 9 of 10. Boston Public Library and Courtyard. It's a beautiful library. If you like to see antique art like you probably will like this place. It is great for take pictures. For that reason, my score is 7 of 10. And after the museum, you can visit the Trinity Church. All architectures around there. Cape Cod. For this place, you need to have a car because it is like 2 hours away from Boston without traffic. It's really nice and it's for a beach day. It's one of the most visited beaches around here. Score 9 of 10 because the weather of the city in New England is so cold. Newburyport is really beautiful town. It's perfect to walk around, even to ride a bike. You will find different things in the meantime you are doing that. Score 9 of 10. Ceylon is a pretty cool place. I really suggest you to visit it in around October, but I really don't suggest you to go to the Wish Ceylon Museum. It's not worth it at all. Score out of 10. Plymouth, Massachusetts. It is a really nice place, perfect place to enjoy a day over there. It is the site of the first pilgrim settlement. Score 10 of 10. Tips from our Canadian visitors. From Canada to Boston, you can stop by the Kittery Outlet Mall. It receives a lot of visitors from Canada and you can find a good deals over there. But in New Hampshire, you can get free tax, so you can save some money. That is another option, but Kittery is definitely on the way. I have a Google Maps with all the itinerary. It's totally free for you. Please check in the description for more information. Thanks for watching!